Hello and welcome to this in-depth book summary of The Compound Effect, the acclaimed 2011 success strategy guide by motivational author Darren Hardy. Over the next hour, I'll be taking you through a comprehensive look at Hardy's powerful principles on how making small, smart choices consistently over time leads to extraordinary results. Published by Success Magazine, where Hardy served as publisher, The Compound Effect rocketed to #1 on the Wall Street Journal bestseller list for its actionable advice on achieving breakthrough goals. If you want to multiply your productivity, income, influence, and joy, you are in for an eye-opening summary of how tiny gains compounded create massive momentum. I'll be diving deep into each of Hardy's central ideas, key anecdotes, and most instructive examples so you can fully grasp his simple yet life-changing philosophy. This includes unpacking the mechanics of the compound effect, the power of incremental progress, why you should study success, optimizing routines for maximum compounding, and much more. My goal is that by the end of this book summary, you'll have complete clarity on how to harness the exponential power within yourself to systematically build the life you want across all areas: health, career, relationships, philanthropy, and more. The compound effect is real, predictable, and within your control. Are you ready to unleash it? Let's begin. Part 1: Tiny steps lead to giant leaps. Darren Hardy kicks off the compound effect by spotlighting the power of tiny gains made consistently over time. He shares the analogy of twins starting a new job at age 25. They're both offered $100,000 salaries. Twin A takes a 3% annual raise while Twin B negotiates an impressive 20% raise per year. By age 65, Twin A is making $400,000 a year. But Twin B is hauling in over $10 million annually despite starting at the exact same compensation. This showcases what Albert Einstein called the most powerful force in the universe: compounding. Small choices repeated and reinforced create exponential results. Hardy emphasizes not to underestimate the power of incremental progress. A 1% gain every day equals a 37x return in 1 year, or get this, a 3,700,000x return over 10 years. Compounding turns modest gains into momentum and momentum over time into magnified success across every area of life. But this relies on consistency. Skipping even a day of 1% progress halves your annual returns. Consistency compounds, while inconsistency unravels progress. This reflects Aristotle's famous saying, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Building any skill, relationship, achievement, or net worth relies on compound effect mechanics. Like drops filling a bucket, tiny gains add up. Hardy cautions focusing only on big wins, when sustainable progress comes from the cumulative impact of small steps forward. Part 2: Choices dictate your trajectory. In Part 2, Hardy spotlights that compound progress or destruction comes down to the small choices we make daily. Each decision, however minor it may seem, nudges you slightly either towards your goals and vision or away from them. Choices determine your trajectory. Hardy shares how one negative action or poor choice typically won't irreversibly destroy your life overnight. But even minor missteps compounded over weeks, months, and years accumulate into long-term devastation. On the other hand, tiny steps forward made consistently combine to drive stunning results over time, even if each individual step seems insignificant on its own. The decisions we repeat signal our true priorities and directly impact our path. Consistency and persistence are key. Hardy emphasizes not putting off positive progress until tomorrow. Don't wait for perfect conditions to implement new constructive habits or disciplines. Start now. Generate momentum today. Compounding only kicks in through relentless action. Hardy also warns against overcompensating after setbacks or missteps. Don't attempt to counterbalance mistakes by making rash decisions in the opposite extreme. Stay consistent, pursuing measured improvement. Keep your eyes on your true north goals. In total, The compound effect mindset recognizes achievement comes not from sporadic surges, but from unwavering commitment to incremental gain. Choose progress daily in all areas of your life, not perfection. Consistency compounds. Part 3: Model those ahead of you. In Part 3, Hardy offers advice on fast-tracking your results by studying others who've already achieved what you want to achieve. Success leaves clues. Your goal is likely not unique, so model those ahead of you. He gives the example of seeking health gains. Don't reinvent the wheel. Study exactly how nutritionists, athletes, and health gurus structure their days for vitality. Deconstruct the small steps they take to systematically build energy, strength, and well-being. Then test applying them yourself. The same goes for career, relationships, wealth building, skill development, or any goal. There are proven paths, so reverse engineer what works based on those already winning where you want to win. Surround yourself with these positive influences both online and in person. Hardy cautions that modeling success means more than just replicating surface behavior. Truly deconstruct the small disciplines, routines, and mindsets driving superstars in your field. Internalize the substructure leading to excellence. For example, modeling wealthy entrepreneurs is not just mimicking how they dress or speak. It's adopting the underlying habits empowering them to grow their enterprises and investments. Their daily rituals matter most. In total, intelligently studying others ahead of you accelerates compounding. Consume content from those you seek to emulate. Let their wins give you clarity on incremental steps to drive your own. Part 4: The Power of Daily Rituals. In Part 4, Hardy dives deep into the immense power of optimizing your daily rituals, both in your work and personal life. If you want the compound effect to kick in, get your routines in order. Little things add up. He advises starting by auditing your current typical day. Closely analyze how you spend your time each morning, afternoon, and night on weekdays versus weekends. Identify any wasted motions or habits subtracting from your goals. For example, be honest about how much television you watch, low-value web surfing you engage in, or other passive activities that could better be spent proactively building the life you want. Cut out what's not serving you. Next, intentionally systematize new positive rituals into your day. Hardy is a proponent of scheduling success to minimize decision fatigue. Have set times for health routines, learning, connecting with others, knocking out priorities, and more. The more you ritualize excellence, the faster compound results grow. Build momentum. Your aim is to structure optimal daily routines that automatically stack up small gains towards your biggest goals over weeks and months. Hardy also advises tapping into psychology to reframe habits and routines as enjoyable. Don't resent them. If you dislike the process, you'll abandon consistency. Find ways to make small steps feel rewarding in the moment. Finally, routinely track your progress so you feel satisfied by incremental gains. Measurement drives motivation. Use apps, journals, or schedules to monitor tiny wins. Celebrate consistency that compounds. Part 5: Change your thinking, change your results. In Part 5, Hardy emphasizes that harnessing the compound effect is just as much about mindset as actions. You need belief in small gains adding up before you'll persist long enough to experience exponential results. He says skepticism usually stems from overestimating what you can achieve in the short term and underestimating what you can achieve in the long run through compounding. Shift your thinking to have unreasonable long-term expectations and grace for short-term imperfection. Additionally, compare yourself less to others and more to your past self. Are you 1% better than you were yesterday, or 1% better than a year ago in health, career skills, or relationships? Measure your own trajectory. When you expect massive rewards for minimal effort overnight, you'll become discouraged and give up when they don't arrive. But when you see progress as a cumulative process, you're empowered to stick with positive habits. Hardy also advises adjusting your environment and community to believe in and expect compound results. Surround yourself with people already achieving goals you have using small, consistent steps. Let their mindsets rub off on you. Soon you'll begin to see tiny gains in new areas daily. Momentum will build. You'll be intrinsically motivated by progress, not dependent on praise. This mentality unlocks next-level consistency and reward. Part 6. Master the meta-habit of reinforcement. In Part 6, Hardy reveals advanced strategies to accelerate your compound progress through what he calls the meta-habit of reinforcement. Essentially, this means adding fuel to your momentum. For example, celebrate when you achieve 30 straight days meditating or working out. Reviewing milestones helps satisfaction from small steps add up faster emotionally. Or schedule periodic progress reviews to make adjustments while maintaining consistency towards bigger objectives. When you finish projects, take time to enjoy the progress made before moving on. Don't just rush into the next thing. Appreciating grown momentum can inspire you through future challenges, knowing long-term consistency pays off. Reinforcement tactics cement habits so you more easily replicate them. Tell others about your progress and commitments. Having an accountability network provides external reinforcement beyond your own. But have fun with the process too. Hardy also advises looping greater meaning into small disciplines so they feel part of a larger purpose. Connect your daily progress to your legacy and what you want to contribute to the world. This provides heavier emotional reinforcement through inspiration. But perhaps most critical, when you slip up, get right back into rituals the next day. Don't compound mistakes by quitting. Recommit with even more energy. Show yourself you can bounce back through micro-resilience. Reinforce forward progress. Part 7. Lead an exponential life. In the final section, Hardy challenges you to expand the compound effect into every area of your life. Don't just think career. Health choices compound too. So do relationships, knowledge, and personal growth. Hardy says think long-term vision but commit to short-term actions. Have 10 to 25-year goals, then break them into daily progress steps. Systematically repeat and reinforce them. Momentum gains its own gravitation-like pull. Soon you'll find yourself automatically executing positive rituals without taxing discipline. Nurturing your mind, body, and purpose daily becomes second nature. Your multiplier kicks in as tiny gains in each area intersect into explosive impact. So dare to dream big while starting small. Consistency compounds the extraordinary. With the right habits and mindset, you have staggering potential waiting within. Consider what power you can build in the next 5 or 10 years. Then go unleash the exponential results only you can achieve. That summarizes my book summary of The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. I hope you now have clarity on how to systematically harness the power of tiny, smart choices, repeated consistently over time, to achieve breathtaking results. Consistency is the key to living an exponential life. Prioritize progress through incremental gains. Steady those ahead. Optimize daily routines. Reinforce habits. Shift mindsets. Execute for the long term. Momentum builds. Compounding enables ordinary people to produce extraordinary results. All it takes is relentlessly pursuing small gains in the right direction, then enjoying the exponential fruits. The time to get started is now. Here's to your success compounding.